Hello, welcome back to episode 4 of Your Neighbor Emily. That is me. I'm your neighbor Emily. This episode is about Rome. I am in Rome. I've been in Rome for like a week and I'm here with Sophia. This episode is about trains, going out to dinner with Sophia, coffee as well, even some collage and tattoo content. I'm wearing this shirt because you might never see the bare chest again. Okay, wait till the end. The thing about making these like kinds of videos with the segments and stuff is that I literally do not know what is going to happen. I don't know what's gonna happen. I just like show up to a place and I'm like, I know that I want to do this. I know that this matters to me and I enjoy whatever. It's very challenging and it's very fun and I need you guys to watch the end. I just need you guys to watch the end, okay? Here's Rome. Have you ever seen the movie Cars? The whole thing about it is that Route 66 was home to towns and people and communities and businesses, but when the states built freeways to bypass Route 66, people started taking the freeway instead to get where they were going faster. This meant that the towns along Route 66 became less busy, made less money, and a lot of them became ghost towns. The message of Cars promoted slowing down, seeing the sights, being open to meeting people along the way. Maybe you've heard this, the journey is just as important as the destination. So today, inspired by the movie Cars, I'm taking the train from the center of Rome to Civitavecchia. Civitavecchia is a port town. It's actually where the cruise lines like go in and out of. And as far as I know, it's the next biggest city on this particular train line. So instead of rushing from point A to point B, I wanted to stop along the way at some of the stops that are like just smaller towns that you wouldn't necessarily go to if you didn't have a reason to go there, if you didn't live there, or if you weren't trying to like visit that place specifically. So we're gonna visit 3 smaller stations on the way to Civitavecchia and see what they have to offer. We're starting our journey in the dead center of Rome at the Roma terminus. This station is one of the largest stations in Europe and it's 5th busiest. There is certainly a lot going on with tourists, locals commuting to and from work, taxi and bus drivers trying to get you to use their service, and lots of people walking around trying to sell you whatever, a fan, a bottle of water, whatever it is. It's chaotic, but it's a fun challenge to figure out when and where and how you're getting to wherever you want to go. I'm gonna just say sorry now about my pronunciation. I am trying my best. The first stop is Macarese Frehene. We stepped off the train and immediately noticed how quiet it was. There was no honking, no talking, no buzz. Once we left the station, we became the only people on the streets, in the neighborhoods, walking around. It was just us. It was a little eerie, but pretty cool and already starkly different from the Termini. This is a very small town, or at least the part of the town that is immediately next to the train stop. Right across the street was a saxophone museum, and unfortunately it was closed. However, we did go take a look, and we saw this absolutely ginormous saxophone through the window. So crazy. There was not a whole lot around, and the only way to get from one side of town to the other was actually to cross through the train station or have a car. It was interesting to be in the sleepy town that did not have a whole lot going on, but it still had everything it needed. It had all the necessities. 2 stops later, we got off at Marina di Civiteri, a very suburban town. This town is kind of divided into 2, the beach half seemingly more tough to get to without a car, or at least it's quite the walk. We stayed on the northern side, which is the suburban side, and admired how few cars were out, how much space there was, and the architecture of the buildings. By this time, it was about 1 p.m. and we knew the siesta time was upon us. So our mission became, what are we gonna eat? We were walking through buildings in this like little strip mall that everything just seemed to be closed or maybe even shut down until we came across this building with literally no sign except for a paper sign in the window. And it turned out to be all you can eat sushi. We sat down, we ate as fast as we could. It was actually only 20 euros per person, which for all you can eat sushi is a pretty good.
The sushi was so good, brother. There's so much beauty and whimsy in not having any idea where you're going and then eating the best sushi of your freaking life.
We booked it back to the train, literally could not have gone any faster, and we made it. We had 3 minutes to spare, okay. We got off at the next stop, Santa Marinella. This was by far the most perfect hidden gem I've ever come across in my life. If and when I come back to Italy, it will be to go to Santa Marinella, the perfect little coastal beach town. And Sophia and I both commented on how it looked so different from anywhere else we had been in Rome. It looked so different from Tivoli, where I was last week. It didn't look like anywhere in like Rome city center. And earlier in the week, Sophia and I went to Le Dispoli, which is on this train line, and it's like 2 or 3 stops ago, and even that looks so different from this stop, Santa Marinella. Sophia said that it kind of looked like Croatia. You can fact check Sophia, I don't know. We found these stairs that led us down to the rocky shore, which was a blessing because we wanted to get in the water, but we did not want to get sandy. So we put our feet in for a while, headed back, and at this point, we're just 1 stop away from point B. By the time we got to Civitavecchia, we were right, it was siesta time. So all we could do was order drinks and sit by the ocean.
They give us these, they're like rice cakes, but also like the Trader Joe's Takis. And they were so yummy, and they came with both rounds of drinks.
Checking out a few spots that we would normally legitimately never ever see was so fun. It was like enlightening. And I know this to be true, but having like seen it and experienced it, I was like, every single person has their corner of the world. Their neighborhood and their little town or just their train stop has so much character and like just so much to offer. And everything we saw was just so different from the city center. And they were all also so different from each other.
Especially after a long day, I am reminded that life at home feels so complicated, and going back down to almost like basics. Like, I need water, I'm dehydrated, I need shade, I'm looking at gorgeous things, I have an Aperol Spritz. It really helps me specifically center on what complicated things I can get rid of in my life. It's healing to be able to bring myself back to the basics and have the space to do that. And doing this hop on, hop off of a commuter train and seeing what the basics are for the people who live there was very fun and very cool.
I look forward to doing this again and finding some more small towns, quiet moments, and assembling into whatever it is that is out there. It's time for Sophia and I to eat dinner. We're in Trastevere! And we're just gonna walk around and do 1 restaurant per plate, per meal, course? Per course! I'm actually starving, so we're gonna start with an appetizer.
Pork roast from the Roman tradition. That's
Pork roast from the Roman tradition.
That's a traditional meal.
That's a cultural meal.
That's a cultural meal.
Sophia and I were supposed to have a cultural meal. That was one of our goals. Okay, I guess we're getting the porchetta romana. I'm a little nervous, I'm not gonna lie to you.
It's very good.
Cheers. Okay. Cleaned the plate. That was absolutely phenomenal, unbelievable. I would have never ordered this, and I had a great time. I'm so glad I did order it. I give it an 8 out of 10.
I would have said it 7 out of 10.
7 out of 10.
7 out of 10.
Now I want pasta.
Oh my god, there is a lot. Cacio e pepe.
Shrimp scampi risotto. Wow, I love this color. Not gonna lie, it's fine. Not a lot of flavor. My first bite, a lot of flavor. Every other bite since then, not a lot of flavor going on. It's kind of just rice, actually. Sophia's. Yeah. That tastes like what it's supposed to taste like. I think I'm gonna give this one a 5. The flavor is there, it's just not enough for me. Like, I want so much more flavor, but it was not bad. It was good, it just wasn't on the top of the pyramid, Maddie. I'm gonna give this one a 6.
Cacio e pepe. A 7. Shrimp scampi risotto. An 8.
I want a drink now.
Miami iced tea.
Yay!
That's crazy.
That's disgusting. Wild card.
Wild card.
Wild card.
Wild card.
Wild card.
It's wild card.
Wild card
It's
time.
wild card.
It's wild.
so good. That it's so yellow because the egg yolk is so there. It's so rich. It's so sweet. They're crunchy.
That reminds me of something. Somehow this is only $6. Sorry, €6. Yeah. One thing about me, I'm gonna eat a flimsy pizza. That's crazy. That's exactly what it needs to be. $6. €6.
This pizza is a 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10.
9 out of 10 for both of us.
Solid
9 out of 10. Creme brulee for me, 7 out of 10.
Creme brulee for me, 10 out of 10.
It's time for dessert.
Oh, wow. Have you ever had a flourless chocolate cake? If you have, you know that the texture is just, and that is what this tastes like. And it's really good. I love a gluten-free flourless chocolate cake. I really do.
It's so good.
Yeah.
No, it's changing my life, I think.
That was pretty good. I'm gonna give that one an 8. That was pretty good. This was too wet for me. I will give it a 5.
And I love it wet. I'm giving it a 9.
Okay.
Yay, we did it. We ate dinner and it took like all night. Just like the
Italian
Italian
way.
way.
I have collected all of these things and I need to put them in here. Normally I would put everything in chronological order. I would say, oh, I did these things on the first couple days, so they'll go on one page and as I go. But this time I just collected. One thing about me, I love a color. We'll see about a color moment. If not, definitely group the train tickets together. Okay, I'm not convinced about some of these pieces. That's a postcard that I got for free that I did not want. That I found on the ground. This I found on the ground. I got this map. I feel like I don't need it. Oh, maybe I do. So when it comes down to it, I feel like I have literally no clue what I want to do. Yellow is a choice. This was a little dessert thing that you can buy at the grocery store. Oh my god, that was so good. Isn't this the cutest thing you've ever seen? I had the unfortunate experience of going to the Vatican. I do ultimately think it was worth it. I'm gonna tape down the very middle parts of these so I can lift them up and put stuff under them. Are they beautiful? I wouldn't say that. Let's not get too picky here, okay? And let's just keep going. I love this postcard. I don't know if it belongs in here, but you know, maybe it does. Who cares? This is your reminder that you don't have to be good at your hobbies. Red, black and white. Red, black and white. Cute. I haven't taped anything down, but I need like 2 more. And I'm gonna ask Sophia when she gets home if she has any more. Right now, I'm gonna skip this. I'll insert a picture of it being done. Last but not least, we have a decent amount of black, white, and blue green. Black and white and blue green. Isn't this pretty? Oh, they really got me. The tourist stuff here is so fun. Sophia and I got sushi and we got this fortune cookie and one side is in Italian and the other side is Spanish. It's so obvious that they make these not in English, but it literally never occurred to me because of course they do. Of course they do. Sure. I'm gonna commit to this because it's so cute. Okay, do we think these are gonna stick? Oh yeah, sure. I don't know. Sure, why not? We've run out of things. That's not true. What's this? These little pieces. I don't need both. Oh no. Oh no, I definitely don't need both. I definitely don't like that. Oh no. Do I love it? No. I think we're just gonna call it a day and we're just gonna do it. And it's not a big deal. Can you see this? It's like, it's not flat. It's got like a wrinkle taped into it now. And when something like that happens, like at the beginning, I'm just like, oh, thank God. Because now it physically cannot be perfect and I don't have to worry about that. Yay. I really didn't think that this needed its own segment, but I guess I'll give it to you. Okay, just really quick recap. Sophia and I went to get tattooed by Claudita on Instagram, or Claudia in real life, at a studio called Swan Song in Rome. When I tell you that I was so scared, I was so scared. For me, I was scared that I wasn't gonna like the design. Why wouldn't I like the design? No reason. Not often do you get to see like the design before you get to the appointment, and that's like fine and normal, but it was because it was like such a big piece, such a like important, I guess, like very in your face placement. I was just like, oh my God, I'm so scared, like what if I don't like it? She showed me, I was like, Claudia. I think it's amazing. I sent her a bunch of photos for references of like her work and she just like went with it. I've wanted something ornamental for so long, an unbelievable amount of time. Future pieces, mainly like here, will flow. They'll just flow so well, okay? And I had her connect like my back piece because I didn't want it to stop right here. That just didn't seem like that made sense. So I was like, can you connect it? So she connected them, just like a little like, you know what I mean? Did it hurt? Yes. Did I want to? Yeah. It hurt so bad. I was being tattooed for like 2 hours. Can you believe it? She did it in like 2 hours, so fast. And when she said that she was done, I literally could not have taken one more minute of that. It hurt so bad. This side we did first. This side hurt so much more than this side. This side felt like it went so much faster. Maybe it's just because it was the second side, or maybe because I was scrolling and I was like not present. This side hurt so fucking bad. And actually the parts that hurt the absolute most were probably these two, like the shoulders of it all. Yikes! It's beautiful and I think it fits like my vibe. I'm like definitely getting used to it, which is like not something that I feel like I normally experience. Like I get a tattoo and I'm like, oh, yeah, that did. But this one I'm like, oh wow, I need to like get to know her. I have this desire to grow my hair out like really long again, and like my bangs are long right now, like they need to be cut, but I want them to be like micro. That's a crazy look. I want them to be like really short, I think, and then I want my hair to be long. So that's just a little bit about me. If you're in Rome or you want to come and visit Rome and you want to get a tattoo, check out Claudita on Instagram. This tattoo and also the concept of going to a new country to get a tattoo has become my new personality, so I apologize in advance. This is the last segment of the episode, so jump scare to the outro that I filmed earlier with no chest tattoo. Okay, bye! That's it, that's the episode. I think I'm getting better at these videos. I think I'm just getting better, okay? It was a really long trip. It was a long 2 weeks. Learned a lot about myself. I'm excited to go back home and go back to what I consider normal life and see how that is different having had this experience. Let me know what you think in a comment, like, subscribe, all the jazz, and next time I see you, it's gonna be in Washington State. You guys head out. You should be on your way to Washington now, and then I'll see you when we get there.